Yo, today we're going to check out Scat Attack. The NBA product has reached a new low. Let's go. Okay, reactors, welcome back to the channel, the Nuclear Reactor, the reaction channel where all the reactions go nuclear. Before we get into this video though, if y'all are a sports fan, go over to my sports channel, Ring Culture, link in the description. But back over here playing the Nuclear Reactor, y'all know I believe every action deserves a reaction. And over here, we are very reactionary. Make sure y'all like and comment down below. That's how y'all push me into the algorithm. And then I'll go get them. When my content hit them and fit them and sit with them, subscribe and hit the bell notification so y'all can be notified for every time I upload. And I upload a lot. Share my videos and hype my channel. So today, we're going to be getting into a video by Scat Attack. The NBA product has hit a new low. If y'all are familiar with my page and been following me for a while, have been subscribed to my page, y'all know that I am not a fan of today's NBA, but I do see some bright spots like OKC playing defense and Wembanyama defense. And Wembanyama has the whole Spurs team going all out on defense now, which is something that I love. So, go check out my sports playlist because I have quite a few videos breaking down the problem with today's NBA. Also on my sports page, I talk about this sometimes. But I don't want to take too much time in this intro. I want to get right into the video. Make sure y'all comment and like. That's how y'all get me into the algorithm. And your boy will really appreciate it. Let's react.
Well, this NBA product is officially cooked. At least the defense in this era is. The debate is over. It has ended definitively and in resounding fashion.
Crazy.
As the Chicago Bulls beat the Atlanta Hawks 152 to 150
In regulation.
In regulation.
In regulation.
This was a game that included everything wrong about this modern day product. It featured absolutely no defense, none whatsoever. The Chicago Bulls led at halftime in this game 83 to 73.
That's insane.
Imagine dropping 73 and a half and trailing by 10 at that point.
That's crazy.
Chicago
Imagine that. You just put up 73 points in one half and you're down by 10. Insane. This NBA fucking sucks, bro.
And trailing by 10 at that point. Chicago shot 57% from the field, while Atlanta in this game shot 52%. They combined to jack up 89 three-point shots,
threes. And
collectively, they made 43 of them. And these are two mediocre teams we're talking about. Mediocre, average as hell.
Right.
Chicago is just 13 and 15, while Atlanta is now 15 and 15. Yet they are out here dropping 302 points in 48 minutes.
That's crazy,
Must
man.
be all of this skill you're hearing about the players.
I just did a reaction to Thinking Basketball, and Thinking Basketball put a video up with evidence and graphs and charts about how the offense is able to get away with offensive fouls with charges, walking, carrying, bulldozing, which is an offensive foul, the defensive player out of the way to get layups, all of that, and then said that this might be the most skilled era ever. What? You just proved it's not. This NBA is terrible. And some dudes wonder why I like the WNBA better than the NBA. Because those hoopers actually play basketball. These dudes ain't playing basketball. They ain't even playing defense. And then on offense, they get away with so many fouls. It's insane. The NBA today is absolute garbage, bruh.
Skill you're hearing about the players in today's era. Yeah, no. Or the complete and total lack of any semblance of defense whatsoever. To this point of the NBA season, we are roughly a third of the way through, and league-wide nightly scoring averages is currently sitting at a plump 116.5 points per game on a nightly basis,
Pathetic.
which in other words would be a mere 2 points per game off of the all-time NBA record set all the way back in 1961-62,
We regressing.
the season where Will Chamberlain averaged 50
We
for the
regressing.
entire year. There are only, in fact, 4 total seasons at this point that were higher than this one, and all 4 of those seasons were
in the
in
70s.
the 1960s.
The 60s.
So
Wow.
if no one takes the 1960s seriously and all of the vast statistical accomplishments of players that played within that span of time, such as the aforementioned Will Chamberlain, then why are we taking today's
What a
era
great point.
seriously? Should there
Exactly.
not be therefore an asterisk on all of the accomplishments and statistical accolades that the players of today's NBA are achieving?
Yes.
But okay, wait. We got to get back to the appalling display of ass that was this 150-152 game that occurred yesterday. The Atlanta Hawks actually had an opportunity to tie this game or to win it, and the ball was in Trae Young's hands, their alleged superstar. And rather than try to, actually make a shot, make a play, just
You foul
face up
baited?
his defender, try to break him down, outwill him, like all of the other great players in every other era would have done, Trae Young instead tried
Foul-baited.
foul baiting his way to the free throw line rather than actually making a shot. Yes, he tried flopping his way.
I forgot to say that. All the foul baiting in the NBA is another reason why these dudes average so many points. It just is. These players, the highest superstars in the league today, foul bait all the time. On top of all the stuff that I said that they get away with on a routine basis. It's insane, bruh.
Making a shot. Yes, he tried flopping his way into game-tying free throws. This game right here is a microcosm of all of the things that are plaguing today's NBA.
Exactly.
This is a poignant and stunning example of why all of the people that grew up or that watched or are privy to previous eras or other generations of this sport believe that today's product is as bad as it has ever been, and believe that today's players, by and large, would not succeed at any semblance of a rate that they are now
At
in
all.
any other era that came
Nope.
before them. Yet, for whatever reason, players, pundits, and children who didn't have access to other eras believe that this is the most skilled, best era ever. And to any of you thinking that might be watching this video, again, I would just refer you to this 152-150 game in regulation by 2 basically sub-500 teams. And this, just the most recent and most obvious and glaring example of why today's product, by and large, is absolutely cooked.
Just
We need
trash.
to somehow incentivize and celebrate defense in this sport again.
Exactly.
We need to encourage competition on that side of the ball. Is there any wonder the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to win like 74 or 75 games this season? It's because they're one of the few, if only, teams
That
that
play
actually has a
defense.
desire to compete on that side of the ball. Sure, it generally comes across as them totally mugging and physically assaulting the other team as they're attempting to play defense. But hey, what's stopping other teams from taking that same tactic?
On my Ring Culture page, I made that exact point that Scat just made. Rob Parker and Calvin, the odd couple, were saying that OKC is bad for the league because they're beating the hell out of teams. And to me, that was insane to me. How can you complain about defense and say that a team that's destroying people because they play defense is bad for the league? The OKC is the best thing that happened to this league in a long time, because if you want to beat them, you might actually have to play defense. How is that a bad thing, Rob Parker and Calvin? If you want to beat a team that's beating your ass because they playing great defense, you might want to start playing defense. Exactly what Scab Attack is saying right now. Go to my Ring Culture page. I talked about all this on a video where I'm talking about how Rob Parker said that the OKC was bad for the league. That's impossible, bruh.
Stopping other teams from taking that same tactic. We're trying to rise to that same level and play with that same physicality like, oh, I don't know, Minnesota tried to do the last time out when they beat Oklahoma City.
Exactly.
And you know what? Perhaps that is what it's going to take. Some kind of competitive vigor from the other teams in this league. Some copycat action, some follow the leader.
That's
After
the point I
all,
was saying,
generally,
is
when
a
a certain
copycat
team
league.
rises to a certain level of success, other teams inherently
copy
try to
it.
copy it in some way. Maybe Oklahoma City can shame and or dare the rest of the league to start trying to play as physical as they are.
The league copied Golden State. The league will copy them too if they go on to dominate the league. Exactly, Scab.
Certain level of success, other teams inherently try to copy it in some way. Maybe Oklahoma City can shame and or dare the rest of the league to start trying to play as physical as they are. Not certain what the answer is, but what I do know is this ain't it. We have to stop seeing this kind of uncontested play from unwilling and uncompetitive teams and players.
Exactly.
And until that happens, no matter how good these individual players are, I believe that this product will continue to suffer. Its popularity and ratings will continue to plummet.
Exactly. I agree with every word. Every word Scab just said. This league is not full of more skilled players. Just like Thinking Basketball. Go look at my reaction to Thinking Basketball. He pointed out all of the reasons these offensive players are averaging so many points. And then Scat just pointed out the other end, that these teams aren't even really interested in playing defense. They're just copying, shooting the ball like Golden State. Well, we got another big dog on the block, which is OKC. They play defense. And if you want to beat them, you're going to have to play defense. That's what the Spurs did 3 times this year. They played defense, and they beat them. OKC ain't invincible. They just doing something that this league doesn't do anymore, or does in short supply. Play aggressive defense. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Always pleasure. All Maz reaction. Well, that belongs to y'all. I love y'all. Peace.